Chosen one, God revealed how to deal with the J person in your life. Something deep inside your spirit already knows that this moment is not ordinary. There is a quiet stirring within you that refuses to be ignored. It is not confusion, it is not fear. It is God gently opening your eyes to something you have been sensing for a long time. There is a person in your life whose presence has been heavy, confusing, and sometimes draining. You have tried to understand it in your own way, but now God is stepping in with clarity. This is not about anger, this is not about revenge, this is about wisdom, peace, and protecting what God has placed inside your heart. Type 1010 if you believe. God is showing you that not every connection is meant to remain the same forever. Some people enter your life for a season, while others come with lessons that shape your spirit. The J person in your life has played a role, but that role is now being revealed in a clearer light. You are beginning to see patterns that you once ignored. You are noticing how your energy shifts around them. You are becoming aware of how your peace feels disturbed without any clear reason. This is not your imagination. This is your spirit becoming more sensitive and aligned with God's truth. There is a reason why this awareness is coming now. You have grown. You have changed. You are no longer the same person who accepted confusion as normal. God has been working quietly within you, strengthening your discernment and giving you a deeper sense of self-worth. This growth is making certain relationships feel uncomfortable. It is not because you are wrong, it is because you are rising into a new level of clarity and peace. If this is touching your heart, take a moment and gently like the video to support this path of faith and encouragement. God is not asking you to hate this person. God is not asking you to carry bitterness. What He is guiding you to do is to create space where your spirit can breathe again. There is a difference between loving someone and allowing them to disturb your peace. You can still wish them well while choosing distance. You can still have kindness in your heart while setting clear boundaries. The J person may not even realize the impact they have had on you. Some people move through life without understanding the weight of their actions, but God sees everything. God understands every silent moment when you felt drained, every time you tried to keep the peace, and every moment you questioned yourself. He is now lifting that burden from your shoulders and reminding you that you are allowed to protect your inner peace. Like this video and subscribe to this channel if you believe in God. There is strength in stepping back. There is courage in choosing silence over unnecessary conflict. You do not need to explain everything. You do not need to prove your feelings. God is asking you to trust what He is revealing. This is not about running away. This is about standing firm in your peace and allowing God to handle what you cannot control. Type 1111 if you trust in God. You are being guided into a new season where your energy will no longer be wasted on confusion. Your heart will begin to feel lighter. Your thoughts will become clearer. The heaviness that once followed you will slowly fade away. This is what happens when you listen to God's direction. He does not remove people to hurt you. He creates space so that you can heal, grow, and step into a better version of yourself. The presence of the J person has served its purpose. Now God is gently closing that chapter or shifting its place in your life. This is not a loss. This is alignment. You are being positioned for relationships that bring peace, support, and genuine understanding. God is preparing you for connections that will not confuse your spirit, but will strengthen it. There will be moments when you feel a pull to go back to old patterns. That is natural, but God is reminding you to stay steady. Every step you take toward peace is a step closer to the life He is preparing for you. You are not alone in this process. God is walking with you, guiding your decisions and protecting your heart. The silence you choose now will speak louder than any argument. The distance you create now will bring more clarity than any explanation. Trust this process. Trust what God is showing you. You are not losing something valuable. You are releasing what no longer aligns with the peace God wants for you. Your heart was never meant to carry confusion. Your spirit was never meant to feel constantly unsettled. God created you for peace, for love, and for clarity, and now He is leading you back to that place. This is your moment to choose yourself in the way God wants you to. This is your moment to step into a calm and steady space where your spirit can rest. The J person no longer has the same place in your life, and that is okay. God is rewriting your story in a way that brings healing and strength. You may remember the times when you tried to fix everything. You gave your time, your energy, and even your silence just to keep things from breaking. You carried emotions that were not yours. You stayed longer than you should have because your heart was full of kindness. God saw every moment of that. Nothing was wasted and nothing was unseen. But now something is different within you. There is a calm realization that you do not need to carry that weight anymore. You do not need to keep explaining your worth or defending your peace. God is gently teaching you that your value was never meant to be proven through struggle. It was always meant to be recognized in stillness and truth. A newly revealed 7-second brainwave method, supported by neuroscience and once hidden in classified documents, is spreading quickly online. Many people call it the money magnet sound because of how rapidly it seems to attract opportunities. Experts say it may activate a dormant wealth setting in the brain that most people never use. Users claim it has already helped thousands attract wealth, live their dream life, and take luxury vacations they once only dreamed about. Click the link in the description and comments below to awaken the prosperity already within you. The J person may still act the same. Their patterns may not change overnight. But your response has already begun to shift, and that is where your freedom lives. You are learning to pause instead of reacting. You are learning to step back instead of getting pulled in. This is not weakness. This is growth guided by God. Type yes to affirm. There is a deep peace that comes when you stop trying to control what God has not asked you to control. You are not responsible for their behavior. You are not responsible for how they choose to treat others. You are only responsible for how you protect the peace God has placed within you. This understanding is setting you free in ways you did not expect. God is showing you that love does not always mean closeness. Sometimes love means distance. Sometimes it means stepping away so that your heart can heal. This kind of love is quiet, but it is powerful. It is not driven by emotion alone, but by wisdom and truth. And this is the kind of love God is placing in your heart right now. There will be moments when memories come back. You will remember the good times, the laughter, and the moments that felt real and comforting. That is natural. Your heart holds on to what felt safe, even when it was not fully healthy. But God is gently reminding you that peace should not come and go like that. True peace stays. True peace does not leave you feeling drained or confused. You are not being asked to erase the past. You are being guided to understand it differently. Every moment you experienced has helped shape your strength. Every challenge has deepened your awareness. And now, you are standing in a place where you can choose differently without guilt or fear. There is no need to rush this process. God works in quiet steps, not sudden pressure. Each day, you will feel a little stronger. Each moment of choosing peace will build something steady within you. And slowly, without forcing anything, you will notice that the hold this person had on your emotions is fading. Type 777. If you trust Jesus. The distance you are creating is not empty. It is being filled with God's presence. In that space, you will begin to hear Him more clearly. Your thoughts will become calmer. Your heart will feel less crowded. This is where healing begins to take root in a real and lasting way. God is also preparing you for something new. When one connection changes, it creates room for better ones to enter. These new connections will not confuse your spirit. They will feel calm, safe, and genuine. You will not have to question where you stand. You will not have to protect your peace constantly. Instead, your peace will grow naturally within those relationships. The J person may not understand your distance. They may question it or react in ways that try to pull you back into old patterns. But God is reminding you to stay steady. You do not need to explain your growth to someone who is not ready to understand it. Your peace does not need approval. There is a quiet confidence growing inside you now. It is not loud, but it is firm. It is the kind of confidence that comes from knowing God is guiding your steps. You are no longer walking in confusion. You are walking in clarity, even if the path feels new. You are also learning that silence can be a form of protection. Not every situation needs a response. Not every action needs your attention. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is to step back and allow God to handle what is beyond your control. This is not about shutting your heart. It is about guarding it with wisdom. Your kindness is still there. Your love is still there, but now it is being directed in a way that protects your spirit instead of draining it. This is the balance God is teaching you. As you continue forward, you will notice a shift in how you feel about yourself. There will be less doubt and more peace. There will be less confusion and more clarity. This is the result of choosing God's guidance over old patterns. The journey you are on is not easy, but it is meaningful. Every step you take toward peace is building something stronger within you. You are becoming more aligned with who God created you to be. You are stepping into a version of yourself that is calm, grounded, and filled with quiet strength. The J person was part of your story, but they are not your destination. God is leading you towards something better, something that reflects His love and peace more clearly. And as you follow His guidance, you will begin to see that what once felt difficult is now becoming easier. Your heart is learning to rest again. Your spirit is learning to trust again. And through all of this, God is reminding you that you are never alone. He is with you in every step, in every decision, and in every moment of growth. You are beginning to notice that the way you see yourself is changing. You are no longer looking at your worth through the lens of how someone treated you. You are starting to see yourself through God's eyes, and that vision is filled with compassion, strength, and quiet honor. This shift is not loud, but it is life-changing. The J person may have made you feel uncertain at times. There may have been moments when you questioned your own thoughts or doubted your own feelings, but God is now clearing that confusion. He is reminding you that your heart was never wrong for wanting peace. Your spirit was never wrong for longing for stability. You were simply placed in a situation that did not match what God had prepared for you. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. Deep inside the brain lies a small area connected with success and financial growth. For years, research about this region was buried in restricted studies and classified files. Now, a specific frequency linked to that brain center is resurfacing and helping people replace financial stress with opportunity. Many users say it has already helped thousands attract wealth, live their dream life, and enjoy luxury vacations across the world. If you are seeing this now, the timing may not be random. Click the link in the description and comments to activate this hidden brainwave today. There is a healing taking place that goes beyond what you can see. It is happening in the quiet spaces of your mind and in the stillness of your heart. God is gently removing the weight of overthinking, the burden of trying too hard, and the habit of carrying what was never yours to carry. This healing is not rushed. It is steady, soft, and deeply rooted in love. You are also learning that not every connection needs to be repaired. Some connections are meant to be understood, accepted, and then released. This does not make you unkind, it makes you wise. God is teaching you the difference between holding on out of love and holding on out of fear. And now you are choosing love in its truest form, which includes letting go when necessary. There is peace in acceptance. Not the kind of acceptance that settles for less, but the kind that understands reality without resistance. You are no longer trying to change what has already shown you its nature. You are no longer waiting for a different outcome from the same patterns. This clarity is protecting your spirit in a powerful way. As this awareness grows, you will feel less pulled by emotional waves. Situations that once disturbed you will begin to lose their intensity. This is not because you no longer care, it is because you have learned where your energy truly belongs. God is guiding your focus toward what nourishes your spirit instead of what drains it. There is also a quiet joy beginning to rise within you. It may come in small moments, in simple thoughts, or in a sudden sense of calm that you did not expect. This is the presence of God filling the space that was once occupied by confusion. This joy is gentle, but it is real, and it will continue to grow. Type 222 to claim miracles. You are being reminded that your story is not defined by one person or one experience. Your life is much bigger than that. God has placed purpose inside you that cannot be limited by anyone else's actions. The chapter involving the J person was only a part of your journey, not the whole story. There is also strength in how you are choosing to move forward. You are not reacting out of pain. You are responding with wisdom. You are not closing your heart. You are guarding it with care. This balance is what allows true healing to take place. It keeps your spirit open to God while protecting it from unnecessary harm. You may notice that your need for validation is slowly fading. You no longer feel the same urge to be understood by someone who could not see you clearly. This is a sign of deep inner growth. It shows that your sense of self is becoming rooted in God rather than in external approval. God is also teaching you patience during this time. Healing does not happen all at once. There will be moments when old feelings try to return. There will be days when you feel a little unsure. But even in those moments, you are not going backward. You are simply moving through layers of healing that are being gently uncovered. Each time you choose peace over reaction, you are strengthening your spirit. Each time you step back instead of getting pulled in, you are honoring what God is building within you. These small choices are creating a foundation that will support you in ways you cannot yet fully see. There is also a new kind of awareness forming in your relationships. You are beginning to notice what feels right and what does not. You are becoming more sensitive to the energy around you. This is not something to fear. This is a gift from God. It is your discernment growing stronger. With this discernment, you will no longer ignore the signs that once confused you. You will recognize them early, and you will respond with clarity. This will protect you from repeating the same patterns. It will guide you toward connections that reflect peace, respect, and understanding. The space you have created by stepping back from the J person is now becoming a place of renewal. It is where your thoughts can settle. It is where your heart can rest. It is where God can speak to you more clearly. This space is not empty, it is filled with purpose. You are also learning to trust yourself again. Not in a way that replaces God, but in a way that aligns with Him. You are recognizing that the feelings you had were not random, they were signals. They were guiding you toward a deeper truth. And now you are honoring that truth. There is no need to look back with regret. You did the best you could with the understanding you had at the time. God does not judge you for that. He honors your journey. He sees your heart. And He is proud of the steps you are taking now. As you continue forward, you will feel a sense of lightness that you have not felt in a long time. It will come gradually, but it will stay. This is the result of aligning your life with God's guidance. It is the peace that comes from letting go of what no longer belongs in your path. Your future is not tied to the confusion of the past. It is being shaped by the clarity you are choosing now. God is leading you toward a life that reflects His love more fully. And as you walk in that direction, you will find that everything you needed was already being prepared for you. You are no longer looking at the J person with the same emotional weight. There is a soft detachment forming, not out of coldness but out of clarity. You are seeing them for who they are, without trying to reshape them in your mind. This clarity is freeing your heart from the cycle of hope and disappointment that once kept you restless. Type 1919 to receive miracles. What if the key to abundance was hidden inside your mind all along? Specialists say a powerful sound frequency once kept in classified records can activate a natural signal in the brain that attracts opportunity and financial independence. People everywhere are now discovering this short method and sharing surprising results. Many claim it has already helped thousands attract wealth, live their dream life, and travel on luxury vacations. Click the link in the description and comments now and switch on this hidden brainwave before the page disappears. God is showing you that your peace does not depend on how someone else behaves. Your peace comes from your connection with Him. This is a powerful shift because it takes your emotional stability out of someone else's hands and places it firmly in God's care. You are no longer waiting for someone to act differently so you can feel better. You are choosing peace regardless of what they do. There is also a new level of emotional maturity growing within you. You are not reacting from past wounds anymore. You are responding from a place of understanding. You are recognizing patterns without getting trapped in them. This is what it means to grow spiritually. It is not about avoiding challenges. It is about moving through them with a steady and grounded heart. You may notice that your conversations, even in your thoughts, are becoming quieter. You are no longer replaying situations again and again. You are no longer trying to find answers where there are none. God is calming your mind and bringing a sense of closure that does not depend on external explanations. This inner closure is more powerful than anything someone else could say. The J person may still try to reach into your space, directly or indirectly. They may bring back old energy, familiar words, or patterns that once pulled you in. But now there is a pause within you, a moment where you can choose differently. That pause is where your freedom lives. That pause is where God's guidance meets your decision. Type 1010 if you agree. You are learning that boundaries are not walls. They are gentle lines that protect your peace. They are not meant to push people away in anger. They are meant to keep your spirit safe in love. This understanding is helping you create a life where you can be kind without being overwhelmed, where you can care without losing yourself. God is also healing the part of you that once felt responsible for keeping everything together. You carried more than your share because your heart was full of compassion. But now, God is lifting that responsibility from you. He is reminding you that you are not meant to fix everything. You are meant to walk in peace and trust Him with the rest. There is a quiet confidence that is becoming stronger with each passing day. It is not based on what others think or how they respond. It is based on your connection with God. This confidence is steady and calm. It does not need to prove anything. It simply exists, and it supports you in every situation. As you continue on this path, you will notice that your emotional energy is becoming more stable. You are not as easily shaken. You are not as easily pulled into situations that disturb your peace. This is a sign that your spirit is becoming more grounded. It is a reflection of the work God is doing within you. There is also a new sense of freedom that is beginning to take shape. It is subtle at first, but it grows with time. It is the freedom of not being tied to someone else's actions or moods. It is the freedom of knowing that your peace is your own, guided and protected by God. You are also learning to trust the quiet moments. The silence that once felt uncomfortable is now becoming a place of rest. In that silence, you can feel God's presence more clearly. You can hear your own thoughts without confusion. You can reconnect with the part of yourself that feels calm and steady. The journey you are on is not about becoming distant from everyone. It is about becoming closer to God and, through that, building healthier and more meaningful connections. The distance from the J person is simply part of that process. It is creating space for something better to enter your life. You may begin to notice new people, new opportunities, and new experiences that align with your peace. These are not random, they are part of God's plan. As you release what no longer fits, you are making room for what truly belongs in your life. There is also a sense of gratitude that is slowly growing within you. Not for the pain, but for the growth that came from it. You are beginning to see how every moment has shaped you into someone stronger and more aware. This gratitude is helping you move forward without bitterness. God is reminding you that you are not defined by what you went through. You are defined by how you rise from it. And right now, you are rising in a quiet and powerful way. You are choosing peace. You are choosing clarity. You are choosing to trust God's guidance, even when the path feels new. The J person no longer has the same hold on your emotions. Their influence is fading, not because they have changed, but because you have. This is your victory. It is not loud, but it is real. It is the kind of victory that brings lasting peace. You are stepping into a new chapter where your heart feels lighter and your mind feels clearer. This chapter is not built on confusion or uncertainty. It is built on trust, on growth, and on a deeper connection with God. As you continue forward, you will find that your strength is not something you have to force. It is something that flows naturally from your faith. It is something that supports you in every moment, even when things feel uncertain. This is your time to live with a calm and steady heart. This is your time to move without fear of being pulled back into old patterns. This is your time to trust that God is leading you towards something better. You are beginning to understand that closure does not always come from conversations or explanations. Sometimes, closure comes from clarity that God places within you. It comes from recognizing what something truly was, accepting it without resistance, and allowing your heart to move on without needing anything more. This kind of closure is soft, but it is strong, and it stays. Type Amen if you believe. Inside your mind is a small region connected to achievement, wealth, and success. For years, information about it stayed hidden in classified research documents. A newly revealed brainwave frequency is now helping people replace financial pressure with peace and abundance. Those who discovered it say it has already helped thousands attract wealth, live their dream life, and experience luxury vacations they once thought impossible. If this message appeared for you today, it may be the perfect moment to learn about it. Click the link in the description and comments to activate this hidden brainwave now. The J person no longer carries the same emotional weight in your life. Their presence, whether near or far, is losing its hold on your inner world. This is not because they have changed. It is because you have stepped into a place where your peace is no longer dependent on them. This is a quiet victory, and it is something to honor within yourself. There was a time when their words or actions could shift your entire mood. There were moments when you carried their energy long after they were gone. But now, something has shifted. You are returning to yourself more quickly. You are not holding on to things the same way. God is helping you release what does not belong to you, and in doing so, He is restoring your sense of calm. You are also learning that forgiveness is not about allowing someone back into your space. Forgiveness is about freeing your own heart. It is about letting go of the weight that keeps you connected to pain. God is guiding you to forgive in a way that brings peace, not in a way that brings you back into harm. This is a higher understanding of love, one that protects while still remaining kind. As this forgiveness grows within you, you will notice that your thoughts become lighter. You are not replaying the same moments with the same intensity. You are not searching for answers that are no longer needed. Instead, there is a quiet acceptance, a gentle release that allows your heart to breathe again. Type 777 if you trust Jesus. There is also a new sense of direction forming in your life. It may not be fully clear yet, but you can feel that something is changing. God is opening new paths for you, paths that are not filled with confusion, but with peace and purpose. These paths will not require you to lose yourself to maintain them. They will support who you are becoming. The space that was once filled with emotional tension is now becoming a place of renewal. You may find yourself enjoying simple moments more. You may feel a quiet joy in things that once felt ordinary. This is the result of your spirit no longer being weighed down. It is the lightness that comes from letting go. You are also becoming more aware of your own needs. You are listening to yourself in a way that you may not have before. You are recognizing when something feels right and when it does not. This awareness is not something to ignore. It is a gift from God, guiding you toward a life that feels balanced and true. There is strength in how you are choosing to move now. You are not rushing to fill the space that was left behind. You are allowing yourself to settle into this new peace. This patience is important because it allows God to build something lasting within you. It ensures that what comes next will be aligned with your growth. The J person is no longer a source of confusion in your life. They have become a lesson that has already been understood. And once a lesson is understood, it no longer needs to repeat itself. This is where your freedom truly begins. There may still be moments when you feel a slight pull toward the past. That is natural. But even in those moments, you will notice that your response is different. You are not drawn in the same way.